Hey YouTube, hi again. It's Asazi, and I'm back again today with another review of another fragrance for you. Quick, before I jump into the video, I wanted to give a quick shout out to everyone who reached out to me personally to give me feedback, constructive criticism, and encouragement for my last video. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I took everything you said, and I'm going to build on that. So bear with me while we go through this learning curve. So now that that's out of the way, let's get to why you are here. So today I am going to review Roja Dove's Oligarch. I hope that focuses well. Before we go into this, I have written about this fragrance because it spoke to me so clearly, so vividly. It was so easy for me to write about this. I have a blog where I write about, fragrance related topics, fashion topics. So if you want to know what I really, a breakdown of this more detail, visit the blog. I'm going to leave a link in the description for you to go read what I think about this. But for today, I'm just going to break down this scent. I'm going to try to explain this scent in a different way, than you're traditionally used to. It's very hard to explain a scent in terms of how it smells. You need to have the scent memory to draw from to be able to compare and contrast, and try and understand what someone is saying when they're trying to describe a scent. So instead today I decided I'm going to try and approach it a little bit differently. I'm going to try and explain this scent as a person, because I feel that is the best way to describe this scent. Just some scents, they have a definitive character, and it's easier to describe them that way to see if that character matches with you. And if Oligarch matches with you, if it matches with the kind of person you're trying to exude or portray, or it matches with who you are, then this I hope I will be able to explain that to you and help your buying choice. So Roja Dove Oligarch, the fragrance itself, like I said, I have written about this in the blog. So if you want to know a little bit more about the notes, and all that stuff, go in and take a read. But for this scent, I described it in the blog, and I feel like this is the best way I can describe this scent, as the modern Western man with traditional values. And what do I mean by that? So here's what I mean by that. When I say that with traditional values, the traditional values means it comes from the construction of this fragrance. It is a sheep fragrance. It has that dry oak moss that is a huge characteristic of a chypre, and then it has that citrus top, bergamot top. But what you will find here is it utilizes more a lemon accord than bergamot. So the lemon accord is a little bit stronger, and it will last throughout the fragrance more. Now, where does the modern Western man come into this? Normally with a sheep, you're probably going to get not really many florals. More typically you get a labdanum note, which is a bit of a resinous note. So it tends to be more darker. But in this fragrance, in the heart of the fragrance, what you get here is florals and fruits. You have the coconut, you have a green apple, you have the juniper berry, you have the champaka, I believe there's lily, either lily or jasmine. Sorry if I'm wrong on that, I can't remember exactly, because this has like 28, 27 notes. But in the middle, the florals and the fruits come together to create a very fresh and sweet, middle. And that is where the modern Western man is, or the modern man in general. I just say Western because chypre is more of a Western style fragrance. So how do I relate those two? So when you think of the traditional man and then you think of the modern man, one of the key differences between us and them is the modern man is more in tune with his feminine side. Okay, society has made it okay for men to be more in tune with their feminine side. And when you think of perfumery, notes like coconut, fruits, sweet, of course, sweet accords, florals, these tend to be more regarded as feminine, even though I do not believe in masculine and feminine in the way I used to before. Again, I wrote about that on my blog. I feel that that's my best post so far, so I will also leave that link in the description, how I feel about masculine and feminine in fragrances, so you can go watch. So when you think about how it adds, those feminine notes, not really feminine, but like they're really real, related to femme sense. When you think about that in the heart, then you see what I mean by the modern Western man with traditional values. So how does Roja Dove Oligarch still stay uber masculine, even having, these notes in the heart? Well, that's where the spices and the birch comes into play. Because in the middle of the fragrance, you're gonna get a lot of the sweetness and freshness from the florals and the fruits, but what you're also going to get is a heavy dose of spices. The pink pepper in here and the anise, they really come together to keep it masculine, and keep it interesting. And then the birch comes into play. Everything, the sweetness that is going on, the freshness that is going on, the dryness from the woods that's going on, and then you put in that birch note, which can be a very smoky, woody note, and then, oh, man, that's where, that's where the thing is happening. That's where the magic is. When you go through those first two stages, it then dries down to a nice, musky, woody scent. It gets very less interesting after all the excitement has gone on from the top to the middle. And this fragrance takes me really on a journey. It transforms, it evolves, it morphs, and it's kind of like a roller coaster ride. You get on the ride, and then it takes your excitement all the way up. You get your adrenaline pumping. You go through the whole course of the roller coaster, and then you come to the end and you slowly drive into the terminal to get off of the ride. And that's what this Roja Dove Oligarch does for me. As a scent, it has a definite character, okay? Anyone can wear anything, but when it comes to this, I just say this as someone who is unapologetically masculine, someone who is confident, someone who is self-assured, and someone who is no stranger to luxury. So these are the things that I think about when I smell this fragrance. There is talk about a fragrance that smells like this, and it might be one of the biggest stumbling blocks for you, because you're trying to figure out, why do I pay so much for this when there is a fragrance that costs a fraction of the price, and that is 30 ms EDT, as we're going to talk about. If you want to ask me, is it worth owning this if you've smelled 30 ms? Yes, this is 30 ms in a bespoke suit. 30 ms is nice, it's a little bit simple compared to this. It's not really in the same league. But I would say, if you've smelled 30 ms and you like 30 ms and you wanted to know what 30 ms can look like if someone added a lot more interest and a lot more to the scent, then you get Roja Dove's Oligarch. Whether it's going to be worth paying the price difference, now that's up to you. Price is always subjective. I cannot tell you what to spend, but if you ask me, what is the one Roja Dove to own? This is it. As for performance, I get decent performance from this. I'm talking about 8+ hours. At first spray, first 10-15 minutes, the sillage and the projection is huge, and after that it starts to subside and come closer to your skin, where it stays there, within arm's reach, so 2 to 3 feet. Stays within that scent bubble for 4 hours, maybe 5, but around that 4 to 5 hour, it stays there before it really starts coming into your skin and dies there. So this fragrance is a signature scent. Okay, so what a signature scent means is this is the most versatile type of scent that you can wear any day, any occasion, any type of weather, you know, day or night, it doesn't matter. If you just want to go out and smell luxurious, smell confident, smell masculine, then you get this. You can get this if you're lucky. You can find some deals on this if you're on a couple of Facebook groups, or you know someone who's selling it. But this is exclusive to Roja Dove's website, or Russia if you're in Russia. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. You know, if you've smelt Roja Dove Oligarch, or you're thinking of getting a signature scent, you know, let me know in the comments if you've smelled this, if you like it, or most importantly, if you don't like it. You know, tell me why you don't like the scent, you know, because I would love to know if there are people out there who've smelled this and don't like it. Because I can see why someone might say, you know what, I won't pay that much for the scent. I get that, but do you like the scent or do you not like the scent, you know? But anyways, thank you guys. Again, like, subscribe, comment, you know, follow me on Instagram. I'm working on a bunch of fragrance and fashion related topics that I hope to bring out to you guys in the next couple of months. So thank you very much for watching the video again. I hope to see you guys soon. Ciao.